Auress, and welcome back to the cosplay. You guys have asked, Mango, give me another Auress video because I think you guys think she's as great of a lolcow as I do. So let's take a look at what she's been up to lately. So the person I'm DMing with is a minor who's going to remain unnamed for safety reasons, which he explains. Hi, I have come to you with some info on Kelly and I wish to share my story, but please, for my safety, keep me anonymous because she somehow knows where I live and threatened cops on me when I try to speak out. She threatened to swat you? I'll give you a fake name if you like. She did, and my mom knows since she was sent a letter. Please do, I really don't want my name out there. Of course, holy shit. So I spoke to Kelly, I think it was back in late January, and she seemed pretty nice when we talked. Keep in mind, I was still 17 at the time. I told her I was going to cosplay Angel Ghost from Harassment Hotel when I was 18. She seemed to be way too excited to see me as Angel Ghost. A bit after she posted the Junko duets with my Mikon. By the way, she's a Junko and Mikon shipper. I was messaged by another creator I will keep anonymous, but she knows who he is. She proceeded to gaslight me after I blocked her, along with her mom hiding behind an Instagram account to contact me. Kelly and her mom had this big history of using autism as an excuse for Kelly's stuff. During our big fight, she made a threat to take her life and sent me pictures of her attempt when it made me have a panic attack due to past issues. Coming to find out that she had misgendered me and said I would have kept addressing me by the right pronouns if we were still friends. She also threatened to call me the T-slur. She also kept misgendering the creator who reached out to me, yet the worst part is she asked me, do you still have tits? Well, I am a minor. She even stooped to the low of calling me the R-slur. I have made a TikTok account exposing my proof, which I sadly changed due to her sending the letter to my mom. Yeah, her mom has DM'd me before. Oh, I've spoken to the other creator. He's a nice dude. Because I made this TikTok account posting the proof on her, and she called it slander and bullying. She even said that I made the LGBTQ+ and cosplay community look bad. That's why she sent the letter, without even knowing my info. That's terrifying. What was the letter? Like, what did she say in it? I remember some since my mom read it to me. The following threat was, she contacted lawyers and will file charges since I was almost 18 if I didn't stop. Obviously, that's absolutely insane. There's a lot to unpack here. First of all, no adult should ever be commenting on a minor's body parts like this. That's unacceptable. I can completely understand why he felt the need to make a TikTok exposing this type of thing, which, by the way, is not bullying or slander. He is simply talking about somebody who made him feel unsafe as a minor and spreading that information, which I think is a good thing to do. The second thing, if you try and use an attempt to manipulate someone, especially a minor that you've harassed, you're an awful, awful, awful person. Don't send photos of your attempts to people unless, I guess, they're like maybe your doctor and they've asked, or your parents have asked, or something weird like that. People don't want to see that. That is considered like upsetting to most people. Whether they've dealt with that or not, it's just not something people want to see. Now, this letter. This isn't the first time Auress has stalked somebody in real life. I remember one of the people that was anonymous in my first video was actually anonymous because Auress would call her like 50 times a day. And they had to get their number changed and stuff and stalk her, and it was awful. And so this whole stalking thing needs to stop. So she had no idea who this minor was or where he lived or any of this stuff. None of it was public. She somehow spent a ton of time digging, not only found this minor's address, but sent him a letter, not an actual legal letter, a letter threatening him. And again, no lawyer, anyone has signed off on this. This is not a legal letter. That's insane to me. And then threatening to call the cops on somebody in like a swatting type manner, that's unacceptable. That is very dangerous. If the cops are wrongly called on somebody and told that they're dangerous, they're going to go in assuming there's a dangerous person, and so they're going to be more trigger happy than if they didn't, and it's unsafe. I'm filing a restraining order against Auress Project. Now you're doing this to poke fun at me. This ain't calling me out anymore, it's plain bullying, stalking, harassment. Yes, Auress, how are you going to call somebody a stalker when you literally dug and found a child that you sexually harassed address and sent him a letter? Stop fucking with my art and leave deviant art. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Stop fucking with me. Oh yeah, so I've only been fucking with Auress since 2016, but apparently before she was a cosplay lolcow, she was a deviant art lolcow. The lore always goes back so far on these guys, doesn't it? You and your friend's gender identity because your ex-boyfriend, who happened to be trans as well, was a jerk to me and just Being treated bad by every trans person online made me think it's the trans community is full of jerks. But that doesn't matter anymore. I'm starting to finally have respect for this one person. And also, you don't like me, so maybe that's why I formed a negative opinion on you and your friends, the has-been hotel cosplayers. Sorry, I know that nothing I say will make you like me and I should give up, but I will confess that is all. Have a nice day. At least think about how I could possibly change my outlook on the trans community by being friends with someone who's trans, and I said his pronouns right. Wow, you've said one trans person's pronouns right. Incredible job. You deserve a fucking medal. Now, have you ever thought that maybe the reason the trans community doesn't like you is because you're transphobic? I'm non-binary, I use any pronouns. Oh cool, which pronouns would you prefer? She, her, but when I'm in male cosplay, I don't mind being misgendered. Alright, I'm a cisgender bisexual girl, but I don't mind at all if someone calls me an opposite gender. It doesn't bother me like most people. Okay, cool. You can't be cis and trans at the same time. The literally only thing you can't be while trans is cis. It's just not possible. The literal definition of being trans is just not being cis. Auress just wants to be trans but not carry any of the burdens of being trans just so that she can have an excuse for her transphobic behavior, and I just think that's gross. Your Molly is so lazy. All you did was slap on your angel dust costume and add a corset, Lamau. Recently, I cosplayed Molly, and all of it is from scratch and true to the artwork of her. What's with every Molly cosplayer looking like a gender-bent angel dust? One of my favorite things, I think, has to be the absolute delusion she has, where she's criticizing people's cosplays, but then she looks like this. Another lazy cosplay I can think of, your human angel dust. Again, you slapped on a dress shirt and a fedora. You sure do talk a lot of shit for somebody whose wigs look like they were dragged behind a pickup truck on the highway. Well now, when I did it the second time, hon, it was while I had been drinking on call with some of my has-been friends who told me to do it that way again. Burns are meant to hurt, not be a joke. Even my dad says it looks lazy, but who gives a shit what my parents think, am I right? Funny, I care what my parents think, and they actually think everything I do is great because I put passion into it and do it for myself and not others. Can't argue with that. However, you're not perfect, neither am I. Ever said I was, dear? And with your Juco, you didn't even bother to tease the pig. I mean, are we really supposed to value your dad's opinions when you yourself have called him a pedo? I'd appreciate it if you don't use your friend's account to stalk my TikTok. The fact that they don't follow me yet apparently found my stuff is beyond suspicious. When I said to unfollow me and stay away, it means on alternative accounts as well. Look, I really don't like you because of how you treat me behind my back. We obviously don't get along. You don't like me and I don't like you. You're a boy? Then why do you still cosplay girls, sound like a girl, and have a pretty face like one and sound like one too? You are much prettier as your true gender. Take that gross lip ring out of your mouth too, it's gross. Alright, I'm not here to fight. I just want to make it clear I don't like you either, so I'm gonna block you now. Goodbye. Ah yes, more transphobia. She is blatantly telling this person the gender they identify with is not their true gender, and she wonders why the trans community fucking despises her. This is becoming more and more common in cosplay community, and it is both a very toxic and disrespectful thing to do. I'm talking specifically when a trans cosplayer cosplays the opposite gender. Their pronouns are automatically invalidated. That is not okay. Does this person can cosplay the opposite gender without getting their pronouns invalidated? Then so can transgender people. Or are you just gatekeeping because they're not cisgender? Because that is more than not okay, and it just ain't right. And it cracks me up because she posts this shit on her story while DMing those types of things. She is literally doing exactly what this PSA is saying not to, but she just doesn't get it. Something's not clicking in her brain. This is Rachel's account, Sunflower Ghost Cosplay. Oh, remember the person she was relentlessly bullying for being too autistic and how she said that she was beneath human because she was severely autistic in the last video? This isn't actually her Instagram account. Auress does this thing where she runs that person's account, her dad's account, and her mom's account on Instagram. She runs all of her real life people's Instagram accounts without, some of them probably don't even know, and just like it's a puppet show. Like this is some serial killer type shit right here. A lot of times, even as Angel Dust, I feel like this fat bitch. Lose weight first if you're gonna cosplay this character. Angel ain't fat, he's a sexy spider, and you're mutilating an attractive body type. You fat and ugly girls should stop mutilating good characters and lose the nose ring, sweetie. Face piercings aren't cute. They're ugly and disturbing to look at. Baby, honey, Auress, how can you say that when you look like this as Angel Dust?
Is it true you liked your brother's 14-year-old friend?
Yeah. Well, he's 16 now. but I used to have a crush on him because
16 is still under the age in the United States, and you're 22.
I know, well, he probably doesn't think of me as a girlfriend, but ever since he was 9, this is gonna sound really creepy. I felt I felt like I loved him because he understood me. He really got me. And I could talk to him about anything. And that's why I was like, I'm gonna marry him someday.
Do you realize that that is pedophilia?
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
that's pedophilia.
I know this sounds really weird.
Yes. Auress blatantly saying she's a pedo and admitting to having feelings for a 14-year-old when she was 20. Classic Auress. That's why I feel like I don't have to say allegedly in these videos, because she just admits to it. It's insane. I have Snapchat again because I was very curious about this baby filter. Imagine the endless possibilities of cosplaying young child characters with this filter, like Kana Kamui from Dragon Maid. Yeah, because last time you cosplayed children, that worked out just great for you, didn't it? Why don't you tell me about the breakup with your ex? So bad he was in a hospital 10 times. You're not innocent either. You're very pretty, by the way. My ex has nothing to do with this. You have no clue what went on there, so you can just shut that down right now. I'm a male. Leave me alone right now. You sound like a girl, and you sound like one. You didn't deserve your right pronouns if you're such a bitch. If you're a man, why do you like and sound like the opposite? Transphobic remarks there, sis. Grow up and leave me alone. You deserve it. Yes, more transphobia. Certified Auress moment, because apparently, if you don't like someone, you get to just not use their pronouns. Hey, guess what? Even if you hate people, use their proper pronouns, not too difficult.
Think she's coming back. You're the only one.
This one is just so cringy, it cracks me up. She's just so irredeemable. She has no talent. If y'all enjoyed this one, make sure to send me more stuff about her on my Instagram or my Twitter, links in the description. And watch my other 2 videos on Auress, which their links will be in the description as well. And if you guys want more videos on Auress, please let me know. I have been following her lore since 2016. I love making videos on her. It cracks me up. It just feels good to laugh, you know? So I hope you guys like this one, and as always, leave a like, subscribe with notifications on. I will catch you on the flip side.